We believe that some of the barriers to entry for some of these NFT ecosystems are way too high. So we found that, in the previous bull market, there's a specific niche for individuals who want to test out ecosystems without having to own the assets.
Welcome back to our Meter Builder interview series, where I have the pleasure of talking to the teams behind your favorite Web3 earning projects. Today, we're diving into the world of NFT rentals with Double Protocol, transforming the way we engage with in-game and in-metaverse NFTs. We'll explore how they are addressing pressing concerns in the NFT rental space, from seamless user rights transfers to fractional NFT divisions. Joining us today to discuss the future of digital asset ownership is Andrew from the Double team. Andrew, how are you going today?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Lovely to have you here. Let's begin by you giving us a brief explanation as to what Double is.
Yeah, absolutely. So you definitely touched on it. We're focused on NFT rentals, but in more detail, we're multi-chain NFT rental marketplace built for projects, holders, and users. We've built a collateralless NFT rental solution, which is powered by our own published ERC, which is ERC 4907. Our main goal at Double Protocol is to lower the barrier to user entry into the NFT space. We also are focused on unlocking liquidity for NFT holders. We believe that some of the barriers to entry for some of these NFT ecosystems are way too high. So we found that, in the previous bull market, there's a specific niche for individuals who want to test out ecosystems without having to own the assets.
Amazing. There's been so many times where I've wanted to participate in a specific community and I don't own that NFT. So I think what you guys are doing is, it's a great idea and it's going to be extremely useful.
Yeah, I think to touch on it, we see a lot of the application in the real world, and it's just a matter of time before we migrate that into the Web3 realm, right? So you have rent-a-cars and Airbnbs and rent-a-runway, and people who want to unlock liquidity of physical assets, but don't have the liquidity to do that. So we see an opportunity here in the Web3 sort of crypto ecosystem.
For sure. Awesome. Can you explain to us how people can actually earn with Double Protocol?
Yeah. Relatively simple with Double, which makes it a super beneficial in the ecosystem. But in the current market, we have two major users. You have the whale, who owns assets and has liquidity to own assets, but may not have the time to play in the ecosystems. And on the other hand, you have a lot of users who don't have the liquidity to own assets, but do have the time to play in the ecosystem. So say I'm the owner, I can list my assets for someone to play, and I can earn passive income as if I'm the landlord of a house. I can have people pay me rent. That's one way to earn. And on the rentee side, if I am the renter of the house, in Web3 ecosystems, you have farming, you have airdrops, you have NFT collections. There's a lot of different ways that the rentee can own, specifically in-game, especially if it's a play-to-earn ecosystem where someone can rent an asset, earn that native token just via the rental without having to own it. So those are the two major sides. But there is liquidity in a lot of aspects of the market. But just to summarize it, it's passive income. Think subletting land or other assets, subdomains with ENS, so creating sub-guilds, ecosystem names, and we do have some interesting stuff coming along the way with subscriptions.
Amazing. Did you want to touch a little bit more on subscriptions? If you can.
Not really yet, just because there is a lot of technological stuff that still needs to go on, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not a technology guy, but it will be interesting, think Netflix or Hulu or any of these subscription models, but you'll be able to do it for systems. So you make a once a month payment, you can rent all of the different assets in the ecosystem. So
amazing.
Excited for it.
Yeah, that sounds epic. It's funny, both you and I, non-technical folk working in a tech heavy industry.
Most definitely.
Yeah. What is Double working on that will bring more value and create new opportunities for people earning on Web3?
This is a good question. I think we're mainly focused in the moment is integration.
Mm,
We'd like people to, let's focus on the game first. We'd like games to integrate with our technology just so that they can increase profit directly for their community and their users. Um, we seem like it's a no-brainer for a lot of
mhm,
these games. You have assets that are just essentially accruing dust in your wallet.
mm. Digital
So
dust.
digital dust, exactly. Um, so we want more games to integrate so there's more NFTs listed for rent so individuals can earn a passive income or people can test out new games. We need to inject a source of liquidity, and we think rental is the simplest solution, especially when you got like big players in the space like Blur who thought their attempt at Blend was going to be a good liquidity injection, but it just did the total opposite.
Mm,
So on top of this, another thing that we're working on just to increase liquidity in the market, I guess, which is similar to profit, just keeping money in the pockets of the users. We also have implemented a gasless solution, which makes it essentially free to list your assets and rent assets directly from Double.
mm.
Um, on top of this, we've got subscription models, and with the new ERC 6551 standard, we are hoping that we will be able to, with the token bound accounts, users will be able just to list directly their NFT without the whole project being integrated. So, no wrap, but creating a token bound account. And yeah, like I don't want to talk too much about that just because I'm not a super technical person,
Mhm.
but there will be a lot of updates on our Twitter. So, you want to head there at Double Protocol. You can also check that out. And a
Amazing.
little bit off topic, but we
Mhm.
do have a big event in Singapore partnering up with Polygon. Um, Polygon, Sending Labs, W3W, and a couple more players in the space, but for Token 2049 in Singapore on September 10th. So in between ETH Singapore and Token 2049, we will be there.
Amazing.
So
You guys,
little token.
yeah, you've got a lot going on. Very exciting times ahead for Double and the whole NFT space. I know, things have taken a little bit of a different direction this year with NFTs, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
am just as bullish as ever, and I really do believe in the space, and I believe in digital ownership, and I think there's amazing things to come. We'll see some pretty crazy use cases for NFTs over the next 12 to 24 months. So, all you haters out there,
Fingers crossed.
we'll show you.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well,
Awesome.
thank you so much for joining me today, Andrew. It was an absolute pleasure to have you on, and thank you to everyone that is tuning in. We will see you next time.
Absolutely appreciate you having me on, and thank you.
You're welcome.